Hello guys, welcome to a new video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a topic that I really wanted to share to you guys just for fixing some of your games. So for some of your games using Photon. Now this topic is now about Photon chat ch- channel changing in which we would when we change our channel or no, when we have a different channel, we will now talk to the channel. So what I'm talking about is let's try to draw something. Let's draw in paint. Now, if we're here in example room, this is a room called play. Let's try a playroom. Let's draw a person, and then they'll chat. They'll chat saying hi or hello. But if there's another person in another room, say the name of the room is Paul, and then now the other person that is in the other room, if he wants to chat, when he chats, he will go to the same room. He will go to the same channel. This is a called channel. We'll name the channel World, and now I will say something in the chat. So that we want to avoid that, and we want to make something. We want to do something else. Okay, so new. Don't say. We want to do something else, like in a separate room. We want to chat in a separate room. We'll chat to a separate room, and then the other one will chat in a separate room. Okay, so now we all know what we're gonna do. Let's try to fix this and solve the problem. Now I have changed a little bit in this code here. I've changed a lot of stuff from this one here, this one here, this one here, and then there's something I've been doing this before. I'm setting up this one, and I'm gonna be posting these changes on GitHub so that you can access it, do it with a newer one. So I'll let's start. Okay, so let's start. Now, let's go through the process first. When we connect, and say I in the code I changed some of the values to our photo network at local nickname. Okay, and then from disconnecting, sending messages, and all of that in just here. So in join, so when we join some room, we go to a channel. A channel is like a room in terms because when we join a channel, it's like a room if you look at it in photon terms or photon pun terms. So the world chat channel is a channel called world, and now we're joining world. We're joining the channel called world, and then we're leaving the channel called world, and then we're publishing message in the world. That means we are sending in one same. We're sending in the same channel. We are all of the people, all the players are chatting in the same channel, and we don't want that. We want the players to chat in their respective rooms. So why don't we do? Let's change the code, and we'll do that. So let's take this off to be safe, and then replace all of the world chat with something unique of the room. So we want to take some property from the room. And what would I like is the current room dot name. I want to, so we're gonna get the ID of the current room name. So that means we're gonna join the current room's name, and then that's the name of the channel. So let's just replace that there, and then now we're gonna unsubscribe, subscribe to a separate channel of respectively to the current room. And then why we're using the name, because we don't have anything. We could use like custom properties, but that's gonna have to be a longer some kind of longer syntax to type in. So are gonna have to type a lot of syntaxes. Then you don't want to do that. So let's do this. So from there we can go. But purposely we want to change something in the leave method, And since we didn't put it here, we changed it from unsubscribed, and then we're gonna change it here. Let's try to put that in some kind of other method. So in our Photon Manager, I've changed some stuff in the Photon Manager. You can access it on GitHub. When we on join room, that means we could join through the, we have to join. So go to Photon Manager, and you can just say, type in your syntax of chat manager. Remember that, do not forget. And then in our on join room, specifically the override void on join room, if you have a Photon Manager, join room. No, join chat manager dot join. And now we want to leave. If we want to leave the, if we want to leave the channel, we don't have to put it on left room, because when we do that, we're not gonna access the current room anymore because we already left the room. So let's do that on the leave method. Leave room method, I mean. So if in here, if you have a leave method, if you don't have a leave method, do it. You have to make it, and when you leave, that's there. So when we leave, we could just say chat manager dot leave. Yeah, maybe this is not actually appropriate because you're gonna subscribe to something else, or you could just unsubscribe. Or I think there's a method for unsubscribe all. Okay, so I think that's done. We'll just have to reload. It's gonna reload script assemblies. So to recap, we changed the photon rooming. We changed the joining of a photon room using the current name, and then we changed some stuff when we join here on join room, chat manager join, and then leave, and then as forgotten, if you want to follow some code, while joining or on join or on connected to master, some additional function would have to do, like chat manager dot connect to server, and when leaving the lobby, if you want to leave, chat manager dot disconnect from server. So after doing that, you could go back to our Photon, to our Unity editor, and then press play to start. Okay, you could just type enter a name, connecting. Oh, sorry, I haven't set up the instance yet. Okay, don't forget that. Don't forget that, Unity users. Oh. Okay, so let's connect. Let's connect. By the name disda, and then create a room as dust. And when we chat, let's check if it works. There we go. And then leave. We now left. And now we're not chatting to anything. So now let's test that on 2 different clients right now. Okay, so now we're in the game. Okay. Are we in the game? Sorry, I had to do that. Okay. Now let's try to go in. And it's still gonna connect. And then let's create our room. Now let's just send a message. That works. And let's go back to Unity. And then just book time to do this. Okay. Okay. So, okay. So let's type in. And then connect. And then enter new room name. No, join random. And let's test if it still receives the. Yes, it receives. We know it receives, so let's leave. And now let's create our own room. So this is the final thing. We want to see if it doesn't receive a message here. So let's test that and send a message. And that leaves, wait, is that the same message? Um, uh, Commonly typing. There it is. We send HFG, which is by random typing, and now we don't see it. And that's it. And we try random here. We send a that one HGHHTT, and that's a little bit boring. There's definitely an error there, but no matter. So that's it for the video. I hope you watch it well, and I hope this will fix some issues about